Hello, it's Elizabeth. Welcome to class 3 Compact. What I've decided to do is probably let you pick your own warm up and cool down. But we'll see how this goes because I am trying to get this into a nice little session so you can fit it into your busy daily life. Okay, so we're going to start here with the roll down and we're going to do 2 to warm up. So I'm going to face the side so you can see what I'm up to, although you're going to hear me more than anything. So standing in your best posture, shoulders back, head long, take a breath in. As you breathe out, lean forward a little bit, tuck the chin and allow the arms to just lower to the floor. Allowing everything to open up, squeezing the abdominals as tight as you can so that they are, oh, that's so nice. And then breathe in at the bottom and then breathe out. Tuck round with your tailbone, squeeze with the abdominals. Your shoulders are nice, relaxed and released. And then you just come round gently, allowing your shoulders to sit back down into your back and your head and neck nice and long. We go again. So this time I'm going to breathe in, raise my arms, and as I breathe out, squeezing the abdominals. The legs are nice and long. If you get to a point where you need to stop and breathe, do. If you need to bend the knees slightly, do, but it's good to have long, lengthened legs. I'm here now. Breathe in. Breathe out. Squeeze the abdominals, curling back up nice and slow, restacking that spine one vertebrae at a time, allowing the shoulders to come back and down, and then lengthen the head back into your position, weight back into the feet. Wonderful. Okay, so I'm going to change my position because we're now going to go into 4 down, we're going down, going into the press position and then downward dog. So just making sure you can see me, taking a breath in, using the arms, and then as I breathe out, roll down, lean forward on the front of those feet, really let the body go, squeeze the abdominal muscles into your downward position, take a breath. As you breathe out, 1, 2, 3, 4, into your press position, hold the press position, push back into your heels so you're having a really good stretch. And then we're going to come to the downward dog, so we're going to push the hips up in the air, stretch, really feel your back stretching through the bottom and also feeling the hamstrings stretch, stretching through the chest. Here we go, breathe again and walk it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, eyes on the navel. Let go of the floor. Blow as you roll up, nice and slowly. That's lovely. Tucking the abdominals, restacking the spine, and then up you go with the arms. Lengthen your body to the ceiling. Breathe in as you lower the arms. Breathe out, roll down. Lean forward on the front of those feet. Really lengthening the body. Feeling the hands come to the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your press position. Squeeze the abdominals. Whoa, my bottom was up a little bit there. Squeezing nice and firm. We're going to go into the dog. So lift the bottom up and into that downward dog. Nice stretch. Keep the head in alignment. Try and drop the heels a little bit because you'll feel the stretch in your calf. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, 1, 2, 3, 4, into your standing position. Weight is on your toes, heels are floating, and blow as you come up, squeezing the abdominals, still leaning forward. And we've got 1 more. Lifting the arms, breathe in. Breathe out, squeeze the abdominals, leaning forward, head tucked right under, look for that navel, keep the weight on the front of the feet, the heels are floating. Here we are, and 1, 2, 3, 4, hold that press position. If you're struggling with the press position, you can do the plank position. If you're struggling with that, you can do a box position. I do not mind. And then we come up into the dog, lengthen, 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 stick your bottom out. Or lower the heels. Breathe in to prepare. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Tuck, blow, squeeze and raise. Beautiful. So you should be nice and warmed up. Just roll those shoulders, put yourself back in a really good position. Okay, we're going down via the roll down into the all fours position. So take a nice breath in. As you breathe out, roll down. Release, eyes on navel, squeeze your center. Lower down. Hold that position, breathe in. Breathe out. Bend the knees if you want. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to go down one knee, down the other knee. And then we're coming into the all fours position. From here, we're going to just have a little cat stretch. I don't think we've done that with you yet. Jessica, if you see anything incorrect in my posture, please jump in. Okay, so I'm going to take a breath in, and as I breathe out, I'm going to bring my nose to my tail. I'm going to curl right round as if I'm an angry cat. And then as I breathe in, I come to neutral. And then as I breathe out, I'm going into the sag, the happy cat, having a nice little rub. And breathe in, neutral. Breathe out, round you go. Look for the navel, push the pubic bone towards your nose. And that's all with your tummy still nice and taut. Breathe into neutral. And breathe out, lift up the chest, lift up the head, stretch through, squeezing the abdominals still. Breathe in to neutral, that'll do. Feet together. Knees apart, push yourself back into that lovely child's pose and stretch down. Well done. So I think we've woken up quite well this morning. We're going to straight into the head lift. So to go into the head lift, I'm going to come back up from the child's pose. We like everything to flow. So knees together and then just pop the bottom on the side and turn around. Okay, that's lovely. And then I'm going to do a roll back to make sure that I can get back into position. So I'm going to lift the knees. We're still in a supported position. We're getting stronger every day. Shoulders back and down, elbows nice and wide. And as you breathe out, squeezing the abdominals, just going down one vertebrae at a time. Squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. And down into your position on the floor. Adjust yourself, make sure you're nice and comfortable. And then we're going into the head lift. So your feet are your knees are at 90 degrees, your feet are flat on the floor. Your head is facing forward, your shoulders are back and down. And we're going straight for the head lift. So I'm going to do the one with my palms facing the ceiling and my shoulders pushed down my back and tucked into my pockets. This is neutral. I'm going to take you into imprinted. So I'm going to blow, squeeze and really shorten the distance between the hip bones and the ribs. The ribs are also pulled down, muscles underneath the ribs, beautiful. Take a breath in as you breathe out, head lift. Breathe in to lower. 4 of these. Blow, squeeze. Really push your hands to your heels. Breathe into lower. Hips, feet, hip width apart. Blow, squeeze. Really lifting that pelvic floor. Don't forget that. Breathe in and go. So you're really squeezing from the bottom to the top and round the waistline. And then we lower down. We're going to go for a supported now. Hands behind your head. Just literally supporting the head. We're not interlocked. You can overlay if you want to. Okay, so keep the elbows nice and wide. They shouldn't change position. I'm still imprinted and it's not coming off my legs. It's just my core. Big breathe in. As you breathe out, round we come. Lengthening the neck, shoulders are back and down, and breathe in. So yeah, if we're doing these properly, there's some shaking going on. Blow, squeeze, lift. I'm not lifting my head with my arms at all. I'm holding my head. It's through its neck muscles, the anterior muscles that can become weakened. Blow, squeeze. And the reason I'm supporting it is because if I'm not strong enough, it's there to help me. But effectively, it's all the muscles I want to work doing it. Keep going, you've got 3 more. Blow, squeeze. Really squeezing. I've got a nice shake going on now. And then breathe. These like the old-fashioned, and people say, oh, I do 100 sit-ups. Well, you couldn't do 100 of these if you tried. Okay, and then slowly back down, nice and release. The weight should not be in your heels either. Blow, squeeze. lengthening. So your feet should be nice and light, just placed upon the floor. Breathe in. We've got one more. And breathe out. So when you're talking as well as doing this, it's quite difficult, you know. And then we come down, and we just release. That's lovely. Okay, so we're going into a single arm raise now. So I'm going to put my arms up into this position. I'm going to sit my shoulder blades down on the floor and keep my arms at this lovely upright position. As I breathe out, I'll move the arms. So here we go, blow and lengthen. I said to you in the last class, breathe in. I'm keeping my thumbs so that they go backwards. I'm going to keep going. So just keep going with me while I talk. Really stretching through, no movement through my center and my core. Breathing in to bring it back. Breathing out to extend up behind my head. And breathing in, that's lovely, Jess. It is warm in here. And blow, squeeze. So we have one more each of these. Breathe in. And then blow, squeeze. And then we're going to do the sweep round with a double arm. So we have one more. Here we go. That's beautiful. I can see you in my peripheries. Jessica's trying to help me. Blow, squeeze, double arm. Round they come. I'm going to have to move. I knew that would happen to me. Oh, and then back to imprinted and lifting. So I'm going to do this in one breath now. So I'm going to breathe out. Shh. Breathe in. Breathe out. Shh. Breathe in. Again, control, coordination. This is so important. And if you're not shaking on this one, also I would suggest you're not working this hard enough. And round and up. We have two more. So lengthen. Shh. Breathe in. One more. Hold that position. Sweep round. Breathe in. Ah, lovely. Okay, so, excuse me. Now we're going to do the half of the toy soldier up the top end, which is the arms. And then we're going to do the legs to bring that in. And we should finish today with a good full toy soldier. So one arm down, one arm up. Try to keep your shoulders even so neither one is sort of moving around. The core is again still beautifully pulled up and pulled in. Lengthen your head, chin is down. Breathe in to prepare. As you breathe out, we move. Shh. Breathe in to prepare. Breathe out to move. Again, relax the feet, relax the knees. You shouldn't be gripping the mat. Breathe. Shh. You should be flowing. Breathe. Shh. Breathe in. Breathe out. Really think of every muscle as you flow through this movement and just really try and control every single shoulder blade muscle, back muscle, abdominal muscle. We're going to go one more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Perfect. And release. Okay, so now we're going to go into the single leg slide. I'm going to have to wiggle down a little bit. You might have to do the same. So a little wiggle in that direction because I don't want my feet on the mat as we do this. Your arms is your choice. So you could have them down and squeezing your shoulders. You can have them in the E position, which I'm going to do so you can see my core's not cheating. And this is a good one if you are very tight in the shoulders, just allowing them to fall back where you focus on something else. So imprinted position, take a breath in. As you breathe out, lift the toe of the leg you're moving and squeeze the abdominals as you slide out. So it's all about here again. Breathe in to bring it back. Don't put weight on the other leg. As you switch legs, the strength comes from your center. Breathe and blow. Lengthen it out. That's lovely. And breathe and squeeze and blow. Really good. Keep the back nice and pinned down. Keep the shoulders from raising near your ears. You don't want the shoulders up by your ears. Your back should not be lifting off the floor. Squeeze and lengthen. And breathe. We've got one more on each. Blow, squeeze, pulling in, pulling up. And last one. Push it away. and bring it back. If you're concerned that they're moving, pop your hands on as a monitor. Okay, from there, I just have a little look. Oh, we're going together. Okay, so we're doing the very slow and controlled toy soldier with only moving on our out breath. So lengthen that leg, lengthen the same arm. Obviously this arm's straight down the side. So again, very important for the core, you are not using arms and legs for this, you're just sliding. So breathe in to prepare. Breathe out. That's a lot of control. Blow. Breathe. Oh, I did it. I'm naughty. I knew I'd do it. Breathe out to move. One more. Breathe out to move. Beautiful. Okay, now we're going to do the full toy soldier. So I can move on in breath and out breath. I must stay really, really pulled up and pulled in through my center. So here I go, and breathing in to prepare, obviously. And then out. In, out, in, out, in, out. We'll do one more set. In, out. Beautiful. And release. Hug your knees to your chest. Okay, we're going into the 100. I don't think you've done the 100 yet. So I'm going to be very nice to you. So if you struggle in the 100, which is why we've been doing the head lift, is to prepare the strength to hold the head in the 100, then you can always put your head down, and I will show that as we go. Okay, so it's all about beating the arms. So take your arms nice and strong, about 15 centimeters off the floor, and we're going to start with a pump. It's breathing exercise. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're imprinted and you're breathing in a rhythm. Now I can't talk and do this and breathe, so just bear with me, but you should have that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in your breath and your movement. Okay, from there we're going to squeeze the abdominals more, and we're going to bring one leg to tabletop. And then we're going to bring the other leg to tabletop, and then we're going to bring the head, and we're going to look at our navel. So this is your beginner phase 100. We can place the knees and the feet together and really pump the arms. Okay, if your neck gets tired, you can lower back down. And then we're going to stay up here if you can, and we'll lower one leg and pumping, and then we'll lower the other leg and pumping. Do not let those shoulders go near your ears. Your arms must be feeling this by now. And then on the other leg, if your head's tired, lower it down. Keep the breathing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gonna lower one leg down, lower the other leg down. Bring the head back up for the last little pumps. 2, 3, 4, 5. And gently release. So why is it called the 100? Oh, because the 100 pumps of your arms, a wonderful exercise, and it works the whole of your body. Okay, then we're going to roll over. So I'm going to let my legs go. I'm going to really stretch my body. Oh, feels good. And then I'm going to roll onto my side and over to my front. Now we're going to do abdominal lifts. Okay, so I noticed in the video that I've been looking at, this isn't the tightest top. We need a tighter top, because to be honest, I'm going to move this a little bit for you. A tighter top will show you my little bridge under here. I can feel it. You can't see it, unfortunately. Okay, so I'm going to have my head resting on my hands. I lengthen my body, put my hips away from me. I take a nice big breath into my belly. And as I breathe out, I'm going to lift my center. So can you see that? Can they see that, Jessica? And release. Well, if you can't see it, they can't see it. And then again, breathe in, blow, squeeze, lift. So basically I'm resting on my rib cage and my pubic bone. And gentlemen, you do moan about this part of the exercise, and release, because obviously you have a little bit extra skin down there, and blow, squeeze. So yes, you're looking for this lift. Some of you won't lift off the floor, but you'll feel the lift. Breathe in and breathe out. Shh. So it's literally the muscles tightening up around your center, your core, and your spine. From there, we're going to go into the E position. Very important, you focus on the E position, shoulders back and away from your ears. And then you're going to breathe in. As you breathe out, squeeze the abdominals, lift, and then lifting the shoulders. You must keep them level. We did this in the last class. Breathe in. And then again, core, and then arms. Shh. And breathe in. Release. And core, lift it. And your pelvic floor, lift right up through the bottom. And then hold it. And then breathe in. We have one more. And lift. That's wonderful. That's a brilliant exercise. For those of you who've got rounded posture, I'm just going to give you a little stretch here. Take the arms and really just lift. Your belly button's still on the floor, and you're just enjoying that stretch. Okay, so now we're going to go into a single leg raise, and then we're going to go into a single arm raise, and then I'm going to demonstrate something called swimming. Okay, so I'm out, stretched nice and long, through the bottom, through the top. And what's the most important? Hang on, I think we're a bit of a mess down there. What's the most important part? Our core. Okay, so from here, going to take a nice breath in, squeeze the abdominals and just lift one leg. Now, yes, you will have a tight bottom, tight hamstrings. You are lifting. Breathe in and lower. And then as you switch, squeeze the abdominals first and then lift. As you lift, you're pushing away, lengthening the body. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lift the core. Lengthen the leg from the hip. So you're not just lifting your lower leg. Breathe in. Blow, squeeze, lift. Really feel that your bottom and your hamstrings are working. And then lower. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lift the core. Lift the leg. We've got one more like that. Breathe in, lower, and blow, squeeze. That's beautiful. So again, it's not about rocking from side to side. It's about holding the whole of your center. We've finished that little exercise with your arms. So again, put your shoulders down your back. As you breathe out, lift the core and then lift the arm. So in this one, breathe into lower and go the other way. Blow, squeeze. You will not be putting pressure on the arm that's on the floor. It's the same with every exercise. Breathe in. Breathe out. Squeeze. So we're independent. We're focusing on only using the muscles. Breathe in. That we're actually focused on. Blow. Shh. Breathe in. And blow. Shh. So here my bottom legs are relaxed. My core is nice and tight. Breathe in. This is your last. Blow, squeeze. And release. Okay, that's the build up for swimming. Swimming, I'm going to show you. If I take a little strawberry and I put it underneath my tummy here, my little strawberry wants to be as juicy and as whole as it was when I started, not just a squashed patch of wetness. Okay, so I want you to remember that the whole of swimming, this is all lifted up. So we lengthen as far as we can lengthen, hips away, shoulders away, and then we lift the core, and then we basically lift arms and legs, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, lower. Breathe. And lift, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and lower. Please don't do that yet. It's fun. It gets more energetic as we go along. Okay, so that's us for today. I'm going to come out of this, you can join me, as a little stretch. So I'm going to use my hands, put my toes underneath me. I'm going to do a little lift up, nice stretch, and then up as my bottom. Knees in, child's pose, feet together, body right back, stretch it down. Little breath in there. Then I'm going to breathe in, put my knees back to where they should be. Toes should be hip width apart, knees hip width apart. Just coming into that calf stretch in the squat. Then we can do a hamstring stretch on the way up. So this is all time saving. You've got to get up. Okay, so take a breath in. As you breathe out, drop the head, look for the navel, lengthen through your legs. Release your shoulders, release the tension. Take a breath in. Squeeze the abdominals, restack your spine, one vertebra at a time. Still on the weight on the front of your feet. Whew, squeezing the abdominals. Up you come, roll those shoulders around. Lovely. So I'm going to stand here, finish you off with a little bend the knees, take the picture frame because you've been amazing today. Lengthen through that side. Keep your weight evenly distributed. And then breathe in. Breathe out. And then lengthen up to the ceiling. I think I'm cutting my head off a little bit. That's lovely. That's beautiful. Well done. Class free, compact. Thank you so much and look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.